Hi there, I'm Sanja, and I'm going to be talking very briefly about loss and grief. Now, if we go out into the world and we talk to just about anybody, we will find out that they have experienced some form of loss. This can be relational loss, like the loss of a significant relationship, a breakup, divorce. It can mean losing familial ties, closeness, connections. It can mean losing a friendship that is very meaningful to us. Loss can include loss of a job, career, professional standing, a loss of resources, and this can be very difficult because these things really lend us a sense of security and safety, but also confidence, self-esteem, self-value and worth, as well as purpose in life, knowing our place in the world. So other types of losses can be health-related losses and injuries, and these things can really, compromise our day-to-day functioning and what we feel we can do. So these and other losses can compromise a sense of self and self-identity, as well as who we feel we can become in the future, what our possibilities hold, and what our future can look like, what we can realize or actualize throughout the lifespan. So losses can really compromise our vision of our future and what we see for ourselves and how we perceive ourselves and our relationship with others also. So, in addition to these kinds of losses, there's of course the loss of a loved one that can elicit a great deal of sadness and grief within us, in addition to various cascade of various different types of emotions that we may not have anticipated. So not only have we lost our loved one, but also may ourselves feel lost and the world might not make sense without them anymore in it. So it can be very difficult to navigate the loss of a loved one and to experience grief, to make sense and understand what is happening with us. So one of the resources I do utilize to understand what is happening with the grieving person is a book called The Grieving Brain by Mary Frances Oliver, and it's a neuroscience perspective on grief. I'm going to read you a quotation from it, and here it is. Grief is a heart-wrenchingly painful problem for the brain to solve, and grieving necessitates learning to live in the world with the absence of someone you love deeply who is ingrained in your understanding of the world. This means that for the brain, your loved one is simultaneously gone and everlasting, and you are walking through two worlds at the same time. So grief can be so challenging and difficult because on the one hand, we can logically comprehend that our loved one is absent, has left that kind of physical plane. But then on the other hand, because our brains are social and relational, they are developed, calibrated, cultivated through our interactions and relationship in the world and our environment. We are still in a way walking in the past in which our loved one was present. It's very much part of our lives. So this can be very confusing and create a kind of tension that is very painful for us to grapple with and understand. We can also make sense of some of our yearning, our searching, our questioning, and even reflected in our asking that question, where is my loved one right now, through this kind of perspective provided by that quotation. So we really can feel like we're walking in two worlds at the same time. Now, the good news is that our brains have neuroplasticity, and that through grief therapy we can really assist you to move and walk through that process, moving forward to remake your world. And remaking the world doesn't really mean leaving the loved one behind or forgetting them, but it means remaking your relationship with them while moving forward, having acknowledged that loss as part of your life experience. So part of the grieving process is really understanding these emotions and what is really happening with us. Another part is for ourselves, in which we remake that relationship with our loved one, acknowledging their loss. So, if you would like assistance with the grieving process and to make sense of what you're experiencing, I'm here to assist you. You know, contact me for a consult or to chat about arranging for a session. I'd be very pleased to assist you. Take care of yourself.